Alrighty, we're going to try to make a piece of lava right now that deals continuous damage. So every frame that you're standing on it, it'll deal 1 damage. We might need to add a cooldown to that. It might be a little fast because it also have a problem where it is possibly scaling to how fast your computer is rendering frames. I'm actually going to change how I was thinking of doing it. We're actually going to use something called fixed update. We'll look at it right now. So let's create an object that we're going to use for lava. I'm going to create a 3D object, and I'm going to use a cube. And let's just stretch this cube out and shrink it down a little bit. And this will be the lava default. And what I'll do is I will make this a prefab. And then we can stretch this prefab to whatever situation we're using it for. Okay, so this will be my lava prefab. I need to get an image for it, so I'm just going to go on Google Images, and I'm going to look up lava texture. You'd also find really high quality textures on the asset store. I'm just going to copy this one. It's literally the first thing that popped up on Google. And we have a lava texture. That is awesome. So we're going to create a script for this now that every frame, actually not every frame, let's do a fixed update. If we checked every frame, what that would do is if you were running at a low frame rate, your lava would hit you slower. So if you had a slow computer, you could actually take less damage. We're going to use a fixed update, which will be fixed to actual time in the game instead of happening each time a frame renders. So we're going to go to scripts, and we're going to create a new script. I'll create a model behavior script called lava. And let's do this. Let's say we don't need to start, I think. But we'll do update, and we'll say on collision stay. No, not update. Oh, on collision stay isn't inside of a fixed update. Wait, now I have to think for a second. It should be fine. Let's try it. On collision stay. So this means every frame that the other game object is touching it, run this code. And now we're going to use some code similar to what we did for collectibles. We'll say if the collision.gameObject has a player tag, then we're going to have a reference to the player. So we'll do player controller player is going to equal the object we're colliding with, the object that we're colliding with, and we're going to look and we're going to find its player controller component, and we're going to call that player. And what we'll do is on collision stay, if a player is touching it, then we'll do player dot health minus equals 1. Now this is a single player game, so it'd be a lot more efficient if I just had this reference up here. But in a multiplayer game, what this will do is if you have multiple players for some reason, this will assign damage to the player that's touching the lava. If you only have one player, it would be better to have this reference up here so you don't have to search for it every single time you take damage. But we're just going to use this. It's fine. It's the efficiency really does not matter at the scale we're making these games. These are very small. If you're trying to make something massive and huge, then you can start thinking about efficiency, but it's out of scope for these lessons. So did I put the script into the game object? I did not. So that game object will not do anything because there's no script in it. So if I touch this, nothing's happening. So let's drag the lava script into the lava. And let me read it one more time. So on collision stay, so every frame that we're touching this thing, if the thing we're colliding with has a player tag, then subtract 1 health. Okay, that should be good. Let's test it. Let's see if this lava works. So I walk over. That works beautifully. That works perfectly. Now, the only problem we have is that when my health goes to 0, there's nothing that really happens when my health goes to 0. So we need to add